She is the best qualified person for this moment in history I've ever seen. And I've studied all my predecessors. The average person who gets elected president is intelligent, hardworking, and honestly tries to do what they say they're going to do when they get there. But there's a big difference in who can do and who can't. Here's what I know about Hillary. She's the single best change maker I've ever met in my life. And we need a change maker, not a change talker, a change maker. So I'll tell you a couple of stories you may not know. A court said our schools weren't properly financed in Arkansas, and we were going to have to reallocate the money. I put Hillary in charge of coming up with new standards. She went to every county in the state, made all the people who didn't want to change mad, presented it to the legislature. The crusty old head of the education committee in the legislature said it was so good he thought maybe that we had elected the wrong member of our family. And there's something to be said for that. Anyway, 9 years later, I come to Iowa, running for president, telling you the two most improved school systems in America were in Arkansas and South Carolina. She did that, not me. She'd never been elected to anything. She just always made something good happen. She went to South Carolina to see why all these African-American teenagers were being jailed as adults. 13, 14, 15 years old, being kept for years in adult prisons. And she went back and they changed that too. She hadn't been elected to anything, but she was making change. That's just the beginning. I could keep you here till tomorrow morning telling you these stories. It's hard work. It's policy. The country needs somebody who can actually get something done.
Yes.
She comes in one day just jumping up and down happy. She said, you know, I've been so worried. We had 6 of the 20 poorest counties in America. She said, these kids are going to school. They're not able to learn. There's no kindergarten. There's certainly no pre-kindergarten. There's no preschool. I found it. I found a preschool program in Israel that teaches people to be their children's first teachers, even if they're illiterate. I think it would work here. I said, well, what are we going to do? She said, I did it. I called the woman who started it. She'll be here in 10 days, and we're going to start this program. Now, here's what happened. Next thing I know, I'm going to these little graduations for preschoolers. Next thing you know, it's in 26 states. It's still thriving. And there are thousands of people in this country today who have better lives and learn more and grew up just because of her. And they have no clue. And she didn't care, and she hadn't been elected to anything. She just made something good happen. You're entitled to give all these remarks the love discount if you want. But everything I have told you, I believe with all my heart. She's the best person to win the election, the best person to implement the changes we need, economically and socially, the best person to preserve the gains we've made under President Obama. But mostly, I want you to do what's best for you. Most of the people in this audience have more tomorrows than yesterdays. Those of us who have more yesterdays than tomorrows, believe it or not, spend most of our time thinking about the future. And I believe it would be a gift that we keep on giving, because she made everything she ever touched better. Thank you very much.